Welcome back everyone, Oscar Ortiz here with School Mentor, and you're watching video 4 of the morning greeting, part of a larger series I call The Secret to Great Schools. In today's video, we finish our 4-part series on one action that must be performed consistently and by everyone to start building your culture in the right direction. The morning greeting. If you have not seen parts 1, 2, and 3 of the morning greeting, I recommend you do that now. The important thing to remember about an effective morning greeting is that every child must be greeted by at least 3 different adults every single morning. The reason behind this is we want to minimize the number of students that show up to campus that are never greeted or welcomed by anyone. To start out strong, what you want to do is establish a set of consistent greeters. Yes, this can be a rotating duty. However, consistency is important to children. It also helps the assigned staff to more rapidly become acquainted with all the children coming in through the doors of the school. Place these greeters at high traffic entrance points of your school. The way this looked like for the schools that I've ran in the past is I had a greeter at car line greeting children as they were being dropped off, a greeter at the first access point of the school as the children enter the school, 2 or 3 greeters in the hallways, sometimes set 20 to 50 feet apart from each other, a greeter in the cafeteria entrance for morning breakfast, and then finally the school teacher who greets every single child coming into the classroom. I recognize that not all schools have this many staff, so if you're in this position, the best 2 places I recommend you place your greeters are the first entrance point to the school and then the hallway. Let's talk about who should be assigned in this position and what elements should be present in every morning greeting. Number 1. The first element is that the morning greeting should always be sincere. As school leaders, we know who on our staff has the aptitude for this position. We don't necessarily want the most charismatic teacher. We definitely don't want the teacher who doesn't even want to be there. More on what to do with this kind of teacher on a separate video. We want the teacher or staff that has an uncanny ability to connect with the students. Children can sniff out insincerity very easily. So choose your greeters wisely and select those that can communicate this sincerity and love towards the students. Also, keep in mind that the greeters you choose for kinder through 5th grade should be different from your middle school greeters and your high school greeters. Number 2. The language that you want to include into the morning greeting should always say, "I am happy to see you. Good morning, how wonderful it is to see you back again. I am very excited for you this day." This is a perfect opportunity for you and your school teams to have a professional development on the set of stock phrases that you would like to use as a school in your morning greeting. And number 3, COVID has made this 3rd element a little harder to accomplish, but a handshake, a high five, or a fist bump are extremely important and acceptable forms of affection. Be creative. The children themselves have come up with ways in which they like to salute each other. Now finally, the secret to a successful morning greeting is to tell your greeters to make a mental note of the students that react negatively to being greeted in the morning. Generally, your students are communicating a need when they react with anger or frustration at being addressed so early in the morning. Now do this consistently for 3 full weeks and witness the transformation that your children will begin to express when they begin to realize that school is a place where they are wanted, where they are valued and cared for. And as they begin to feel the eagerness and anticipation of being noticed and welcomed in the morning. Don't forget that as a school leader, you're also required to be involved in the morning greeting. So make yourself available to your students. With this, we conclude our last video on the morning greeting, and now we are ready to move on to more in-depth elements of how to transform a school culture. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Not a classical school leader? That's okay. The principles covered by School Mentor apply to all schools and are effective in building up the vibrant learning communities that we all wish for our children. If you're looking for specific help, shoot me an email and don't forget to subscribe for more videos.